Hey, and welcome to my second video. This is part two of the compensation plan for just the affiliates aspect of the Spinding business opportunity. So again, just want to make sure that you're really clear that I'm making no income guarantees. I'm not making anything that's assumed. You do need to purchase things. This is not an investment opportunity. However, you can register for free to become a Spinding affiliate. There is no purchase required, and I strongly recommend that you just grab one of the links that are attached to this video, register for free, and have a real good look around the back office. And obviously it gives you opportunity to read the full compensation plan and policies that Spinding have already got organised for you in there. Okay, so that said, let's move on to part two of the affiliate compensation plan. Now, as I said before in the earlier videos, is that this is the first time that I've actually seen a company forced cycler or matrix. Call it whatever you want. It's a single line cycler is possibly the correct way of describing it. And as I've already explained, there are 6 packages within Spinding, and each package has a single line, a company line, or so as soon as somebody joins the company, somebody new who joins the company, it automatically will benefit the people in that line in some shape or form. So it doesn't matter if you are a big recruiting monster or you're just somebody who can recruit 2 people. That doesn't really matter, because as soon as somebody new joins the company, you will receive a benefit. And as you can see, I've included here the monthly potential earnings that you could receive should you cycle 10 times a day, which looks reasonable, and you cycle 10 times a day for 30 days. So as you can see, with the Bravo it's $300, Delta $600, Foxtrot $1,200, Tango $2,400, X-Ray it is $4,800, and the Zulu package is $9,600. Now what I'm going to talk to you in this part of the compensation plan is the magic of the 50% matching bonus. Now some of you may be familiar with that concept, however what I'm going to do is just assume that you don't know, and I'm going to take you through just a few slides just to hopefully illustrate this really clearly. Now it's really important that you understand that in order for you to benefit from the affiliate compensation plan is that you must qualify yourself with 2 people. Now you're qualified for life within that line, but whichever package you join, and whether that's one package or all 6 packages, you need to make sure that you have 2 people that are qualifying you within each package. So if you've joined one package, it's 2 people. If you've joined all 6 packages, then you will need 12 people in total, which 2 people qualifying you on each of the 6 packages, and I hope that makes sense. So as you can see here in this diagram, here's you, and you've qualified yourself with a first person here and a second person here. And then what will happen is that this first person here will go ahead and they will introduce Alan and Betty. So you can see now that this first person has also been qualified by Alan and Betty. And then a little bit time passes, and as you can see here, the second person here has also gone out and qualified themselves with Claire and Don. So we're now in a situation where you're qualified and 2 people that you introduced have also qualified themselves, and that is critical because this part here is going to play an important role within the 50% matching bonus system that Spinding have got in place. And of course, because everybody will understand the power of the 50% matching bonus, is that Claire, Betty, Alan and Don will continue to look for their 2 people, and they will continue to make sure that they're qualified as well, and it will just grow and grow and grow, a bit like a spider's web. Now as I've already said, there are 6 products that can be purchased, and these are the products, and that's the amount that they cost to purchase. You've got Bravo at 30, Delta at 60, Foxtrot at 120, Tango, X-Ray, and like I say, at the top end you've got Zulu, which is 960. Now what we're going to do for illustration purposes is we're going to pick the Bravo product. So it's a simple risk, if you like, or a purchase of $30, and this is a monthly commitment. You can cancel at any time, of course, but just understand that you'll pay $30 on month 1, $30 on month 2, and so on and so on. So we're going to assume that we're going to be able to cycle 10 times a day for the full 30 days. And if you don't understand what this means, then I suggest you go back and watch part 1 of this compensation video series. So as we can see, with the Bravo package, you've got yourself qualified. You go out there, and by bringing 2 people in, you are qualified, and so therefore you will then cycle for 10 days, for 30 days, and you'll create yourself an income of $300 during the course of that month. Now obviously you and your 2 referrals understand the power of the 50% matching bonus, so they will go out and get themselves qualified as well. Now what will happen is that your first person and your second person, because they've been qualified by Alan, Betty, Claire and Don, during that 30-day period they've also cycled 10 times a day, and they also have created $300 each. But you will receive a 50% matching bonus, which means that on top of your $300 that you've created by going through those cycles yourself, you will also get $150 because your first person has also done that same process, and you also receive $150 or half of their $300 from the second person. So altogether you have now created $600. You haven't worked any harder because your 2 people, your 2 referrals have gone out and found 2 people. However, you've taken your profit from $300 now up to $600. Now what's exciting is there is no limit on the number of people that you can refer. So perhaps you go out and you go mad and you bring in 4 people that you know. Perhaps it's your mum, your dad, your sister and your brother. Perhaps you go out and bring those people into Spinding. They all earn $300 because they're all qualified. You earn a 50% matching bonus because you're also qualified by default. And so therefore in this scenario here, you would have created $900, being your $300, and then of course the $400, $500, $600 that have been generated by your 4 referrals. And again, perhaps it works, it just goes on and on. Perhaps you bring 10 people in. Well, 10 times $150, 50% matching bonuses, plus your $300 gives you an income of $1,800, and that is just with 10 qualified direct referrals. And you can go on and on and on. Perhaps you could find 12 or 15 or 20 or even 100. So as you can see, there is an amount of money that can be earned just at the low level of the Bravo. Now everybody who joins Spinding will have to be in Bravo, so the Bravo package is a great package to have. My recommendation though is to go out and actually get what I call the Foxtrot package. Now the Foxtrot package will mean that you have to buy the Delta and you also have to buy the Bravo, and the cost of that is, as you can see here, it's $30 for the Bravo, it's $60 for the Delta, $120 for the Foxtrot, which is a total of $210. And again, as you've seen in my other video, my earlier video, that gives you a potential earnings of $2,100 during the course of a 30-day period. So this is my strongest recommendation with Spinding, is start off, if you can start off with more then great, however this is my strongest recommendation, that you start with a Bravo, Delta and a Foxtrot package. Now let's just have a look at the same scenario again that we did with the Bravo, but let's just have a look at the numbers with the Foxtrot package. Okay, so as you can see, you're on your own and you've just brought 2 qualifiers in, 2 referrals into Spinding. You've gone through a 30-day cycle and you've created yourself $2,100 in profit, or in income if you like. It's not profit as such because obviously you've parted with $210 originally, but you can understand what I'm trying to drive here. Well, let's just have a look at see what happens if the 2 people that you bring in also get themselves qualified, and as you remember they bring in a 50% matching bonus. Well, as you can see now in this scenario is that your 2 qualifiers will also go out and earn $2,100, which means that because you get a 50% matching bonus, you now have created $4,200 $200. And just bear in mind that you've still only parted with $210 of your own money. So you can see the power of the 50% matching bonus. And then look what happens here when you bring in 4 people. All of a sudden, again, you've only parted with $210, but all of a sudden with just 4 people who in themselves are qualified as well, you've now created $6,300. And then finally, as you can see, with 10 people who are also qualified, you can see straight away the massive potential you have of earning during the course of that 30-day period. And again, there is no cap on the number of people that you can bring into Spinding. You can bring as many as people as you want, and just by going into the back office you'll be able to see the numbers of people that are being brought into Spinding and how many directs people are bringing in. And it is really straightforward, because as soon as people will start to see the earning potential with Spinding, then yeah, sure enough, people are going to start coming into Spinding, in massive numbers. And so really, just to finally ram home my message, I suppose, really, is if you haven't already registered with this Spinding, is use any of the links that are attached to this video. Get yourself registered straight away. It's free. You can have a real good look around at the back office. And then make sure that if you're going to come in, is just look to come in as a Foxtrot package. Because 1 month of the Foxtrot package, you could then upgrade to the next one, and then a month later you could upgrade to the next one after that as well. So as you can see, the earning potential with Spinding is massive. There are huge numbers which are already registered for pre-launch, and if you have another look at my first video, you'll be able to see the massive earning potential just through the way that the model has been set up. So hopefully that was useful. If not, and if you've still got some questions, then please get in touch with me. I'm sure mine or somebody's details will be attached to the bottom of this video, and I'm sure I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Take care now, and I'm sure I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.